I'm sorry, but that is the double of you.
That is not the double of me. You are such a cheeky bitch.
That is the... It's like, look, that is the double. Can we show that there? Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life. Answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas. Like, how do you tell your hairdresser that you don't like your new hair? Oh, you just nod and smile. And should I purchase Park Lane and Mayfair in Monopoly? And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss, but we're not your usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not Jordan North, television and radio presenter. I'm more Cherry Tree Lane, you're more Cherry Cola. And thank you to Ashley for sending that one in.
I've not had Cherry Coke in ages.
Cherry Coke or Cherry Cola?
Same thing, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I used to get, at school, on my school dinners, I got £2 a day. My mum.
£2 a day?
I used to get garlic bread and chips. They used to do these really nice
Double
garlic
carbs.
bread. Or I'd get pizza and chips, and I'd alternate between Cherry Cola and Fanta Fruit Twist.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I've not had Fanta Fruit Twist for ages as well.
Probably not. But when you're younger and have a better metabolism and you can basically just bosh whatever sugar content.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about that recently. I wish I was 21 again and could just eat what you want. Literally. Before college, when I was at college,
Yeah.
I used to go every day, walk to college, and I'd get a big batten, sausage and egg batten.
A batten?
Like it's a bap, but it was a batten. It was like a long bap.
Okay.
And
I mean, a
what were it
baguette.
called? Scrumptious Cafe in Preston.
It was a baguette.
It was, no, it was a soft batten. I used to get that, sausage and egg with brown sauce every day before college. Then just eat all day.
Right.
Bag of Doritos.
Doritos. Yeah. Okay, nice. Well, lovely. That's what an insight.
Those were the days.
Should we have a drink? Fancy a drink?
I bet your mum never used to say to you, you eat me out of house and pissing home, you lot.
No. She did not say that.
Did you ever pay board?
Sorry?
I bet you didn't, did you?
Pay board?
Did you never pay board?
I went to boarding school and paid for that.
No, you didn't. But
Well,
when
naturally.
I was 21, after uni, I had to start paying rent.
Oh, right. Well, now I had moved out by then.
Paid board.
And it's called board, like a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah,
You call it board. Where's your
I will
board
tell you
money?
what, I might allow you to do the joke for our anniversary show. More on that later. Right, there's your drink. Shall we toast?
Who should we toast to?
I think we should toast Ronnie Bond, who wrote the fantastic. It's an earworm. That's been confirmed by a lot of our G&Divas on socials. He wrote the song. You've Never Seen Anything Like It, about the wonderful city of Milton Keynes.
Is it a city?
Yeah, it is now. Yeah,
That was in...
that was the whole point of
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that
of course,
song.
it's-
Was
yeah,
it was made
yeah.
a city?
Right, all right. Christ.
Ronnie Bond.
Ronnie Bond.
I don't know if he's still alive, but to Ronnie.
Oh, God. As always, if you need our help with something, then we would love it if you got in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram @sextedmyboss, or you can write to William, who promises a handwritten reply on his own letterhead of paper. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com. Right, you've just picked up a picture of yourself. Why is that?
No, this is the postcard of John Adams, which was sent in to us by G&Diva Casey, all the way from Desert Hot Springs in California.
Wow.
Yes. And it came in it was posted on the 7th of December, reached us in early January, and was responded to on the 1st of March. So we have a bit of a backlog, but I'm dealing with it. And Casey puts, "Hey, is this enough to get a written reply from the prissy one? Thanks, XOXO."
Prissy one.
I think that's really unfair on you.
What does prissy mean?
Particular.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. Susie Dent in the corners looking up the dictionary definition.
I'm sorry, but that is the double of you.
That is not the double of me. You are such a cheeky bitch.
That is the... It's like, look, that is the double. Can we show that there? You've got your own postcards. That's impressive. Own it.
Prissy, here's the dictionary definition. Moving on.
I think you're going to like this.
Oh, really?
Fussily and excessively respectable.
There we go. Fussily and respectfully...
Excessively
Excessively respectable. That's me. So anyway, I have replied. I didn't rush to reply, Casey. Obviously, I left it a few months.
Have you seen Susie Dent's new series? So good. She goes to eat loads of buffets in Las Vegas.
What?
What? Why have they said? That's just. I mean, it's a.
She goes to, like, it's really good. I think it's one
Are you
egg.
sure it's Susie
Is
Dent?
this a joke?
No, she goes and eats loads of buffets.
Who in a commissioning office has gone? Tell you what we need. Susie Dent in Nevada
She goes,
eating a buffet.
So she tries out loads of world buffets. I used to love a buffet when I was younger. And then she goes to, like, one in Watford, but then they take her to Vegas.
Why?
I just think that's a very odd commission.
No, sorry, it's Grace Dent, not Susie Dent. Sorry. It was, yeah.
That makes more
Grace
sense.
Dent's Grace Dent. Oh, I've met Grace Dent. She's lovely. I met her on Weakest Link. Grace Dent's the foodie, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. And Susie Dent's the
Wordy.
Countdown.
wordy. Yeah.
I was going to say that's.
It's really good. God, there used to be it used to be a buffet in Wigan called World Buffet. It was a Tay Barnes or something, was it? And we used to go over. We'd drive to Wigan.
Okay. How long would that take you?
About 40 minutes,
Oh, right.
45 minutes. And on go, we'd just go and they had every food there.
Yes.
Spend hours there just eating. What was it called? It was like Tay Barnes World Buffet. Oh, it was class.
And how when it says World Buffet, how diverse was the offering?
Oh, every country pretty much.
Literally every country.
Well, they had Mexican, Chinese, Indian, British, American. They had all sorts.
Well,
German.
that's 6.
French. Mate, they had loads.
Right.
It's great. You could have, like, on a plate, you could have, like, a fajita, a cheeseburger, and sausage and mash. It's great.
My arteries are clogging up just thinking about
Oh,
it.
I've not been to... I love a buffet. That's why I can't...
I tell you what I noticed at a buffet. I can't remember where I was, but it was a buffet thing. Maybe it was. I think I was working in Portugal, and there was a buffet, and people would take from the buffet, which is that bit's fine. Take from the dish onto your plate, and then start to eat it whilst they're moving around the
Yeah,
buffet.
I do that.
That's not right.
Yeah, I do that.
That's not good manners.
Do you take stuff from the buffet, like red sauces, to do those little Marmite packets?
Well, you can take it and eat it and consume it in the dining room. Yes.
Yeah, but you take it some for your pockets.
I don't think they're hungry.
No, I always, if I'm in a hotel and I'm working, I always get some tissue, like your nana, and wrap up like some croissants and cheese and bits and put it in your bag so you can have snacks later.
Right. So you steal.
No, I don't steal. I'll get my money's worth.
Okay.
Premier Inn do a good breakfast buffet.
Right. Well, lovely. Well,
Holiday Inn's not bad.
Okay.
Unless it's a Holiday Inn Express.
Buffet's what I've known. Jordan North.
Yeah, I do love a good buffet.
Good.
There used to be one in... I've talked about the one in Preston. Chinese, all you can eat buffet.
Yes, well, lovely. So just on the letters, thank you very much to everyone, of course, who writes in. A couple of months delay, obviously. I'm getting through them. I've posted out a big batch, loads of international ones.
Oh,
Good
really?
Lord, I ordered lots of international stamps to reply to people. I basically got through the whole sheet.
I bet it's costing you a fortune.
It is, yes.
Stamps.
But anyway, Mikey had gone out to the theatre the other day, and I sat there and did a couple of hours of writing, and some of the letters made me cry.
Oh,
I'll be
really?
honest, it's
Wow.
really lovely. I've put some of them over there.
What would he
So-
say?
Just nice things that we've helped people through tough times, and they go into detail. What, Ben?
We need to do them in the episode.
Yes, that's why they're over there for you to look at.
People writing in, and all you do is sit.
Honestly.
Or I
it's-
sit at home and sit there and write several sentences on a card and post it.
It's like being a child in the middle of a divorce we've used to sometimes. Christ.
No, call me William. Anyway, thank you to everyone who writes in.
Your
I will
mum and
get.
Dad got divorced. Who would you have lived with?
Well, I don't know. What a funny question.
Would you have gone with your mum or your dad? Well, James would go with your mum and you'd go with your dad, wouldn't you?
James probably wouldn't have a choice. I don't know. What an odd question.
Did they ever come close to divorcing?
No, they did not. I have never heard them argue.
Are you joking?
Literally never. I mean, bickering, but not argue.
Your mum and dad never argued.
No, I genuinely, I know a lot of people have had difficult upbringings. I have got the nicest, best parents in the world.
My mum used to throw my dad's clothes out on Front Street and everything.
Well, we definitely didn't have that, no.
Yeah.
No. No, it was lovely. It is lovely. Still with us. So that's good.
He'd come home from like a 6-month tour. He went, as soon as you get through your door, my mum would be on him. Where have you been? Like 6 months with these kids screaming. Oh, God. Wendy, let me get through your door. I've just been at war. Literally.
Easier time at war.
It probably was. Probably was.
Breaking news, everyone. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not convinced about this, but Mikey assures me what I experienced was what he thinks it is, but I don't think it was. I think I've had my first hangover.
Are you joking? When?
2 Sundays ago, after we came back from we had dinner at Jonathan's.
Oh, you'll definitely come back from over there.
And the next day, apparently I was a little bit emotional.
Right. So, did you wake up headbanging?
No, I didn't have the headache.
Dry mouth?
I'm absolutely fine. No.
Okay. Were you just like really lethargic? And you just couldn't, like, you tried to do stuff, but you just couldn't complete a task?
No, I was a bit slovenly, and my patience was minimal, and I think I reacted to things in a not particularly normal way.
Did you have that bit of sick, like, where you just feel a bit sick there? Right, okay. Were you, like, extra horny?
I'm sorry?
Did you have when you're hungover, do you know, you get the hangover horn? Were you, like, extra... Did you just want to rip Mikey's clothes off and give him an old quickie there and then?
No, but I have a bit more debonair.
Were you not? Because that's like that's one of the worst things about hangover horn.
No. Well, maybe then I didn't. But
No.
apparently I was very difficult that day.
Were you? God.
Which I'm normally very easy to live with.
Yeah.
Picture of placidity. But, yeah.
I can't believe you had your first... I can't do it
Well,
anymore.
after Jonathan pours gin and tonics, he does basically half gin and then a little bit of tonic. And I had 3 of those. And then quite a lot of Malbec.
Yeah, that was a hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you sick?
No.
Mine is like, I just want to eat all day.
I was quite hungry.
Yeah, because your body's like soaking up.
Oh, the next day I went off to see my goddaughter Artemis and her parents George and Ellie. And Artemis, who was nearly 4, Ellie and I were chatting about something. We were getting quite animated. We were agreeing with each other, agreeing that something that has happened was a bit over the top. And, we do it. Friends, everyone does it. You ever so slightly, as one person is finishing their sentence, the other person starts speaking. In effect, speaking over one another. And Artemis, who's sitting on Ellie's lap, just puts her hand up and goes, "Mummy, can you not talk over Godfather William?" So Ellie and I would then, she did it again, she got told off again. Ellie and I would then absolutely, making sure we finished the sentence, because Artemis was really not having any of it.
Oh, wow. When you was hungover?
That was when I was hungover, yes.
Okay.
I took public transport to get to their house.
Were you emotional? Did you cry? Because if I see old people when I'm hungover, honestly, if I see an old lady on her own when I'm hungover, I just burst into tears.
Oh, thank God you said that. I thought you could talk about the hangover horn.
Oh, God, don't be sick. Oh, horrible boy.
Then he'd
Horrible boy.
then he'd be crying.
Oh, no, I just see him and get hungover. Or adverts. I see an advert when I'm hungover and it'll just make me cry.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't cry. I got a bit teary towards the end of the evening, but it was fine.
Okay.
But yes, I'll report back if I have another one. But I don't want to have another one again. Thank you very much. How's your air fryer you got for your birthday?
William, it's changed my life. You know, you're listening now, and someone at work will have an air fryer and won't shut up going on about it. I'm that person.
Okay.
I love it. I've got an air fryer cookbook now.
You got an air fryer cookbook as well.
Yeah, I've hardly used my cooker since.
They
I've
are
got
very
it.
good, and I know why they're obviously huge popularity over the last 6 months, because they use less electricity.
Last year.
They're healthier if you use less oil, and obviously with the cost of living, it's good to sort of use less electricity, and then your bills don't go up.
I still use oil on it.
Well, you can. I mean, you can use Fry Light or whatever.
Yeah, I love it. I've met most of my teas in the week. I make an air fryer.
Tell me what you do.
Uh,
You've got an air fryer in front of you now, let's imagine.
Just open it up and put everything in. You make chicken. I still like finding my feet with it. I got some butternut squash fries.
Butternut squash fries. Hello, London.
They're What? They were from Sainsbury's, so I thought I'll have a healthy sausage, egg, and chips.
Right.
So I put my sausages.
Yeah, so I had my vegan sausages,
And I put my
butternut squash fries.
They were chick ones, actually. Those healthy ones. They're really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Quail eggs.
Very good.
Put my sausages in the air fryer with my chips, and then I fried the eggs.
Right. Yeah, eggs I think are better not in the air fryer.
You can do them in there.
I know, but they're better on a frying pan.
And the chips were still a bit cold in middle, so they weren't
Okay.
quite ready. But we're getting there with it. Oh, I'm
Good.
obsessed.
And how long did that take you? Because the whole point of an air fryer is quick, isn't it?
Not that much quicker, but it's just easier than, and you just plonk it all in.
And
It's less washing up.
It's not one of the ones that have been recalled, because there was a big news story the other day that a very popular brand of air fryer has been recalled because of a electrical misfunction.
Weren't Ninja, were it?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan's got that one.
Yeah.
He says that's very good.
I put it away at the weekends because it's a bit cluttered. The only thing is, if you've got a cluttered kitchen like me, you don't want it out all the time. So I kind of
You
put
do
it.
not have a cluttered kitchen.
I do.
Your kitchen was so clean and it was like the sort of what I'd imagine a serial killer's kitchen would be like. It was just sort of everything was beautifully pristine.
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Oh, cheers. That means a lot. Yeah.
I wouldn't call your
killer's kitchen.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
pleasure. I know. I say
Oh.
the sweetest things. Yeah. Look, he's actually genuinely really happy
No,
about
that's
that.
genuinely made my day. That. Yeah.
You could be on obsessive compulsive cleaners. That's what you could be on.
Yeah.
Probably will be. Probably present it in about a year.
Or Susie Dent.
Or Susie Dent if she's not available.
What else was I going to do? But yeah, been doing air fryers. It's fantastic. It's changed my life. Love it.
Is it your sous vide?
Yeah, it's my sous vide. Yeah. Yeah. You can make. There's loads of recipes in the air fryer book as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's generally what a recipe book has.
All right.
What?
I want to do a recipe book one day.
Do you?
Yeah.
For corned beef hash?
Northern recipes.
Can you
with
do
Jordan.
corned beef hash in the air fryer?
No, but you can do it in slow cooker. You probably could do it in air fryer, actually. No. You probably could, but yeah, I'm going to do Northern recipes with Jordan North.
Maybe we could do a Help I Sex My Boss cookbook. Greek lamb tray bake. Penguin Random House, if you're listening.
Oh my God,
Let
we
us know.
actually could, because we both like food.
Well, yeah, most people do. It's quite important.
No, some people aren't interested. Our Dominic,
Oh, really? What does he normally eat?
he's a good cook, but he's just one of those that are like, have a bit of toast in the morning. That he's not that bothered about food,
Oh, okay.
whereas I am.
You absolutely.
I love food.
Producer Ben? So producer Ben has just handed me his phone. Talking of corned beef hash, this is when I think I came to your previous place, two houses ago. Flats. Three?
That's 3 plats.
Wow.
ago. I know.
And you cooked corned beef hash.
Hi, and welcome to Jordan's Kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Today we're going to make corned beef hash. It's someone made earlier.
Oh, your voice.
It looks minging. Once it's warmed up, it's really nice.
Wow.
There's loads of them.
Hello, I'm Jordan. No, it's
They
you.
sound the same now. Get what I mean about me dressing better, though.
I mean, you were at home, you were relaxed.
You were hammered that night.
I was actually, yes. I think I fell on the floor, did I not?
That was the
Yes.
first flat I lived in London.
Yes. Yes, it was. Have you got your phone to hand?
No, I didn't bring it with me today.
Oh, shut up. Your phone's basically glued to your hand most of the
Right.
time. Have you noticed, I saw this on social media, you can now see how many 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 star ratings Uber drivers have given you.
Oh.
And I thought it would be fun to have a look out of the three of us who has the better Uber rating.
I bet you I have. Okay.
Oh!
How'd you do that? Oh, I always tip him. Where'd
Okay.
you go?
So you go into account
Yeah.
and then settings.
Can we just say as well, this is a very London thing. Like in Preston and Burnley and that, they don't have Uber. Oh no, I think they do have Uber.
You have
there.
Uber most big cities.
Around.
It's, I don't know. Anyway, go on.
Okay, go into settings
Settings,
and then scroll down to privacy
privacy,
and then privacy center.
privacy centre.
It's an easy way to do this. And then, and then under your privacy and your data and privacy at Uber, click see summary.
Where
That one?
Oh yeah. Let's see summary.
And then you click view my ratings. What is your total average score?
4.87.
Ben?
1.74.
Oh,
That's quite good.
annoyingly,
What's yours?
I mean, I'm not as low as Ben. I'm 4.82.
Yes! I knew it! I'm annoyed that someone's given me one person's given me 1 star. Why?
I've had, shockingly, 4 people have given me 1 star.
I've had 2. I'm so polite and nice. I always speak to them.
I'm an etiquette sodding coach.
It's because when you slam the door, innit? I'm known for slamming doors. But I've had 231 5 stars.
Oh, I've had 453 5-star reviews.
Driver ratings.
No, you can't. Yeah, that's if you're a driver.
So that comes up when you request.
Yeah, so can I see your ratings, please? Just to independently verify? Okay. Well, the good news is we both, proportionally, we have a lot of 5-star reviews compared to any other number. But 1 star.
I'm annoyed at that.
8 people have given me 2-star reviews.
I know, what
I never take an Uber when I'm sort of tipsy. So it's not like I've, been abusive. I think it's homophobic. I'm going to call it. I've said it.
Don't throw that card. Come on.
I'm so nice to them. Well,
Do you think?
I'm going to use Bolt from now on.
Have you been necking Mikey in the back of an Uber?
I haven't necked Mikey anywhere.
Because that might put them off a bit. Not that it's same-sex people necking, just necking in general.
No, I don't neck in public, whatever that is.
Do you know?
No, but I can assure you I don't do it. Anyway, I'd like...
You don't get into the Uber drunk. I think that must be my problem. I get into
You
the
are a
Uber-
bit gobby when you've had a drink. I'll give you that. You can be a bit of a gobshite. William, have you been fingered in an Uber?
No, I have not.
Because that'll give you a 1 star.
Give you more than that.
If you let them join in, 5 stars.
Well, there we go. I'm slightly mortified that you're ranked higher, but it's only because you're on the TV.
Quickly, have you watched the Murdoch murders on...
The Murdoch murders?
No, Murder. They're called Murdoch. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's kind of pronounced Murdoch murders on Netflix about this rich family in South America. You'd love it.
Okay, no, I
And at
haven't.
the time of recording, the jury view... What's it called? The jury decisions come in today.
Oh, right. So it's a documentary?
Yeah, it's
Oh, right,
fantastic.
okay.
It's 3 episodes. Really good. Really good. You should watch it.
I'll give it a watch. We're just rewatching The West Wing.
I could never
I know,
get
that's
into
all we
that.
do.
I quite like the idea of like living in a small, sleepy American town.
Do you?
Yeah, and getting in my truck, and probably apart from the gun thing.
Yeah.
I just quite like the idea of living.
My favourite bumper sticker that I saw in Tennessee was, which obviously guns are legal in Tennessee, I believe, said, "Keep honking while I'm reloading."
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's nice.
Yeah, just like the idea. Did you ever used to watch Our New House in Everwood? What was it called?
What?
Oh, I used to watch it when I was sick from school, and that was a big sleepy town. A doctor used to, he relocated there after his family died. It was on in daytime. It was
You don't
really
mean
good.
doctors?
It was called Everwood TV. Oh yeah, it's just called Everwood, 2002
Right.
till 2006. Used to watch that. Anybody else used to watch that?
No.
It's called. It was like Our New Life in Everwood or something. Oh, it's great.
Lovely.
Our New Life in Everwood in the United Kingdom. It was called.
How lovely. Jump Cut Jack, who edits this, has also made it, by the way, into the letters, because he has now put on some few G&Divas at the start of letters, right to William, Jordan, producer Ben, Diego, Jack. So, well done, Jack.
All right.
You're now cemented into the...
Could start an impression about Jump Cut Chat.
You could. You need to work on that.
Yeah.
Oh, talking of your Vicar Tom impression, we'll come on to that at the weekend release.
Oh God, has he heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's heard
God.
it. We have a voice note.
If you think William's catty, or what's the word? Prissy.
Prissy.
Good to hear from Vicar Tom.
Should we go to Jordan's joke of the week?
Does not like a man of the cloth when he's peed off. That's all I'm going to say.
We've got a new joke book.
Yeah, thanks for this, guys. It's called All New Dad Jokes.
Thank heavens for that.
From the Instagram sensation at Dad Says Jokes. Okay.
Dad says jokes, I think.
My wife has kicked me out because of my bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. Don't worry, I'll return.
What? I don't get that. Oh, I see, because it's I'll be back.
No, my wife has kicked me out because of my bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. Don't worry, I'll return.
I mean, I think I prefer the old book.
I just found out I'm colourblind. The diagnosis came out of the purple. I'm colourblind, I like that. Oh, these are great.
Oh, that'll explain it.
I once tried to show off to a girl by telling her I made a car entirely from spaghetti. She said she could never be with someone who made up stupid lies. You should have seen her face when I drove straight past her.
Okay, well let's quit while we're ahead.
What happens if you throw a Finnish sailor overboard? Helsinki. I love a joke. I ordered a giant duck at the fancy restaurant last night. The bill was huge.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week, everyone.
Oh, you got 5 there.
Yes.
Oh, I hope they've made your day like they have mine, G and Divas. Right.
They have. Now, just before we do the listeners' problems, we have yet another special announcement.
Jesus, what now? A book? Are we touring again?
No, not yet. Well, as you know,
Yeah.
well, who knows?
I'm not signed off on anything yet.
Probably booked a holiday for when we're touring anyway, so it's
Oh,
fine.
here we go. Oh, here we go. We might have had a slight disagreement in a meeting this week, G&D.
Yes, you talk about it on last week's weekend release.
What?
About the holiday.
I might have
Briefly.
a holiday booked during the release, the week our book's released, which we're working on. William's made his views very clear on that. Everyone else, including our great publishers at Pendham Random House.
Sorry, what are they called?
Pendham Random House. What have been very accommodating.
Yes, and also the publishers at Penguin Random House.
Penguin Random. What did I call them?
Pendin Random.
Anyway, do you notifications?
Anyway, we're celebrating our 5th birthday in just a couple of weeks.
You're drinking that bloody gin and bonnet.
Yeah?
It's 10 to 10 in the morning.
It's a Friday. My mother's coming this afternoon.
Oh, God. He's playing catch-up.
So, to mark the occasion, we have asked our...
It's cowboy time.
What?
10 to 10 to 10 to 10, 10 to 10 to 10 to 10, 10 to 10 to 10 to 10, 10 to 10 to 10.
What the heck are you doing?
10 to 10. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so to mark the occasion, we have asked all our G&Divas to send in their favourite Sexted moments, and we're going to be celebrating those moments in our 2nd ever live-streamed episode, which will be on the 20th of March.
20th of March.
You got that in your diary?
Check right now. Let me have a look.
It might be on the 20th of March, or it might be on a different date. In the evening.
I'm on Morning Live that morning. It's in the evening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Good. It's going to be at 7:30 British time on the 20th of March, so get it in your diaries.
Okay.
That's 5 years since our very first episode.
And that is, we've picked that date specifically because it's 5 years since our very first episode.
Okay.
So it seems fitting to do it on that date.
Any other, also in notices, just to let you know, more episodes of Go Hard, Go Home have been released on BBC iPlayer.
Good.
You can watch it on BBC Three every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, but it's getting a good reaction.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm biased, but G and Divas, if you've not yet watched it, please do give it a go. It's called Go Hard, Go Home. If you're into your fitness program, it's not all about fitness. There's some really heart-wrenching stories and stuff. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I've watched a couple of episodes, yes. I haven't watched the new batch.
Have you watched any yet?
Yeah.
You lying get! You've not watched any, have you?
I watched an episode.
An episode? Yeah. But it's Go Hard, Go Home on BBC iPlayer.
Thank you very
Any more
much.
church notices?
Busy.
No? Thank you for everyone's nice messages about Series 3 of Keeping Up Appearances, the Luxury Podcast, which is now finished.
For good.
Well, Series 3 has finished for good, yes. That's generally how it works.
Oh, I bet old 6 listeners are gutted. Jordan, what you like? Oh, brave. William. Jonathan here. Jordan.
Well, that's going to put them off listening.
I can't catch my breath, William. Impression of
Good.
You've got to listen to the podcast. Genuinely, it is really funny, and you don't have to be to keep up appearances.
I mean, it helps, but you don't have to. Actually, a few G&Divas said that a few Gen Z, they called themselves, have started watching Keeping Up Appearances because of me, and they feel that I'm now an influencer, and they have listened to get the Keeping Up Appearances references in this podcast. Okay. So, thank you. Anyway, on to the listeners' questions. This is from Anonymous. Oh, and it's a long one. Dear William, Jordan, EPB and Diego, I had a slaggy summer and I need your advice.
We've all been there, love.
Having split up from my boyfriend 2 years ago, I decided to get straight back out there. Having previously been very inexperienced, I have found Grindr, they're a gay, to be an eye-opener, but an opening I was more than happy to explore. Moving ahead a couple of months, I found myself reaping the consequences of having too much fun. Admittedly, I'm not sure if I was one of the midweek hookups, the Friday night threesome, or the guy I took home.
It was the...
Admittedly, I'm not sure if it was one of the midweek hookups, the Friday night threesome, or the guy I took home when the lights came on in the gay bar at 4 a.m, but fast forward 3 days, and I am at work with quite an itch and fluid leaking out of my penis.
Oh, God.
Now, you need to know that I work for the NHS. Not only was this set of symptoms very alarming, but it also necessitates a trip to the sexual health clinic. I got to the clinic and it was just me, the fantastic, lovely nurse, and a trainee nurse. A sample of fluid, blood, and an anus swab later, and a good look under the microscope, they told me that not only did I have gonorrhea, but I had syphilis too.
Is that still a thing in this day and age?
Yes.
Oh, God.
After a good lesson in the importance of safe sex, 3 injections in the bottom, and a mutual discussion regarding the stresses and experiences of working in the NHS, I was on my way. The very next morning, I'm sitting in the office looking through my patient's notes with my other colleagues, as usual, when the sexual health trainee walks in stating she has been sent here to experience what goes on in our department. Now, my colleagues do not know about my sex life, and it's not something I wish to start sharing. I panicked over this whole situation with the student seemingly unaware of patient confidentiality. Obviously confused, my colleagues started to ask questions about how we knew things. Obviously confused, my colleagues started to ask questions about how we know each other through the thick and obvious tension in the room. What is the appropriate etiquette for this situation? When you know someone, but to the people around you, this should not be the case. Yours sincerely, Anonymous.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd own it. Just be like, look, I've had a slaggy summer. I've got the clap. So-and-so sorted me out.
Yes, and look, Anonymous...
Tea? Coffee? Anyone?
Chocolate hobnob. Oh, I've gone.
I don't get that.
No, because I couldn't speak.
Oh.
I slurred my words.
Okay.
It was a Penguin Random House moment.
Have you ever been to an STI clinic?
No. I've done the at-home testing kit, if you really must know.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
You slag. Have you?
But, you know, why is Ben looking at me? I'm encouraging good sexual health.
Have you never been to clap clinic? You're
That's
not
how
allowed to
Ben and
call
I
it
met.
that. Neither have I. I've never been to one.
So hang on. Just compare the two of us. Let's say it's come to me, as it were, via the post. And I've lived really the life of Mother Teresa. You, on the other hand, have not been.
Oh, excuse me. We're about 2 minutes away from cutting this entire bit. I am not got... No, I am waiting for marriage. You know I am.
Right. And then you'll go to the sexual health clinic.
No. I did one. I told you, I've done one.
But hang on, didn't you wear like chlamydia pants or something?
Yes, at uni. Because it was rife in Sunderland when I was at uni there. So
right.
before you go in a club, they used to have like these tents and big...
Oh, so you have been tested?
Tables, no, and they used to get you to pee into a thing and you get like free boxes or Kanye West sunglasses. Or like a laser pen. If you pee
something for everyone.
Yeah. We had this as a dilemma recently. Yeah, someone... Have I made this up? Was this something else?
Are you dreaming about listening to dilemmas?
No, or is it something that happened? So, they used to go into a club and they'd say, you can get into a club for free or you can get a load of goodies if you just pee into it were rife in something and needed to get under like a pandemic. So you had to pee into a little test tube. But so you'd go in and give your pee a test tube, but once a lad went in, come out 10 minutes later and he jizzed in the test tube. I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't done that before.
No, they were like, oh no, you were meant to pee in it. He got into a toilet and had a crafty blank. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's Sunderland. Anyway, going back to Anonymous's letter, I would suggest that... Yeah, I think you can't say anything. Presumably, you've all taken the Hippocratic Oath and you've signed NDAs, and you're not meant to talk to each other about it. But I do actually like Jordan's approach of sort of just own it. And if you,
we're all adults.
Look, I don't know, Anonymous, if you, because obviously you're gay / you are doing things with boys. You could be bisexual or whatever. Maybe I'm guessing that you don't want your colleagues to know. Your colleagues don't know about that part of you, and why should they need to know about that? But maybe you're worried that, actually, if they realise I've gone to the sexual health clinic, that means I'm gay. Well, obviously that doesn't mean you're gay or bi or whatever. You can go to the sexual health clinic and be of whatever persuasion. So I wouldn't worry too much about that side of things.
Next one.
This is from Danica in Chester. Dear William and Jordan, not long ago I was pulled into an HR meeting in which I was informed that I was being investigated for breaching company policy. I was one of a group of several people accused, and I knew that some of the allegations were unfortunately true. I hadn't really considered that my behaviour was at all problematic, but it became clear that I should have been more considerate. During the investigation, I was provided with all the evidence against me. I couldn't argue against some of it, and I was horrified by the whole situation. That being said, 3 or 4 of my colleagues had written statements containing information which I knew to be lies, and other parts of their statements were framed in such a way to make me seem far worse than I actually was. What's more, the main complainant brought up behaviour that had long since ceased and that he himself had taken part in. It all had the whiff of a witch hunt. I have no trouble admitting to and accepting my errors. I think it's important to take responsibility for your actions, and it's the only way to grow. But this whole debacle has left a bad taste in my mouth. Much of the evidence against me was thrown out, as it was often contradictory and or unprovable. I was spared from losing my job because my involvement in the behaviour was very minor, but most of my friends were not so lucky and have had to find new employment. This is very sad given that the whole team was once quite close. Those of us who remain here are very split, and break times or team meetings can be very awkward.
This sounds really
tricky.
Problematic, and like the relationships broke down, yeah.
The advice I seek is regarding how to interact with those people who gave false witness against me. I have to work with them, and some of them seem unable to make eye contact with me, which I don't lose sleep over. But I now really just want to put all of this behind me. Obviously I can't trust them, but how polite should I be? How would you act around people who seem to have had no trouble in trying to get you sacked? Yours sincerely, Danica in Chester.
Danica, first of all, speak to HR and see if you're allowed to do this, but speak to HR. Tell HR exactly what you've told us, you've learnt from your ways, and see if you can call a truce. Is it a truce? It isn't.
A truce?
Yeah, a truce. See if you can call a truce, get someone from HR in there, have a big meeting, and just have it out with them. Face to face, like that. I'm pretty sure HR will be like, that's a good thing. Get them all in the boardroom, get the person from HR there, because you need them there. And exactly what you've said here, you felt like some of it was a bit unfair, but you've learnt from your mistakes, and just get it all out in the open. Oh, tell you what.
His finger's out now.
It's good to have it out with someone at work.
Is it?
It really, it's awkward for the first week. Then when you've had it out and you see their side of the story, your side of the story, everyone's been heard. It's really good, I think. Or just go in one morning, call them all a bunch of two-faced, lying, cheating things, but that won't get you anywhere.
No. I would also say, Danica, if HR's sort of not necessarily found in your favour, but they've sort of thrown it out, and obviously you've still got your job, as you say, I wouldn't necessarily, you could take Jordan's approach, that's fine, or just one by one go at them and just don't make it more of an issue, because you're sort of you need to move on. And I think time is a great healer, but actually just go up to them and say, I'm really sorry if my past actions have made things difficult. I really hope it's behind us and that we can move forward. If you are the better person, if they then continue to make it awkward, then it's a reflection on them. You have tried to do the best thing. Or write them a little note, say, I'm really sorry, this won't happen again. Let's move on. I really enjoy working with you, type of thing. Be the better person.
Hear me out. If you weren't any half decent at this etiquette malarkey, you'd be good HR. You would. I wish they had HR in some of the jobs I had.
Wish they had HR here.
Oh, we'd never work again.
No.
I got locked in a freezer once. Yeah.
But you were locked, as in they put you into the freezer and they locked it.
Yeah,
so it was a punishment.
One of those walk-in ones. It was horrible. Yeah.
What was in the freezer? Meat?
So, all times I was looking for ladders for skirting boards and tartan paint. On
And how long were you in the freezer?
We once got rained off when I was a builder, so when it was raining outside. So it was like in this little cubbyhole, and I just had to kneel down, put my helmet on me, and I was in the middle, and they were just trying to hit spanners off me. It was like a little game, like that game where you try and get rings on the stick. I was knelt
Rings
down,
on the prick.
and they had to hit my helmet.
Right.
Yeah,
And was that in the freezer?
No, that was a different job.
Okay. And how long were you in the
It was
freezer?
in a caravan factory. What?
How long were you in?
Probably about 5 minutes until I screamed and the whole restaurant could hear me. I once got pinned up against the wall by a chef as well. I wish they had HR. No, by a scruff at collar. I did tell him to fuck off and told him he was a shit chef. So
Right, fine.
and you'll know if you've ever worked for chefs, they're very temperamental. You would be if you worked every weekend till 10 o'clock at night during the week and missed every Mother's Day and bank holiday. Not all, but most chefs are very temperamental.
Right. Ben.
Do you ever think of like the Jordan that didn't leave building, like never went to media school?
Ben's asked us if we ever think of the Jordan who never left the building industry. What would you have become and not seen the bright lights of showbiz?
Probably be on my second pint of Foster's by
Yeah.
now. No, that's more scaffolders. No offence to any scaffold. I'm just having a go at everyone here, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Finish early on a Friday.
You wouldn't have as many jackets.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I'd have those cool trousers that they all wear with up pockets on, but I'd lose them.
Cargo pants.
They're not cargo. They spend a lot for them.
Okay.
Most of my mates are builders.
Last letter. This is from Anonymous again. Dear William, Jordan, EPB and Diego. Recently, my partner and I were travelling back from a romantic week away in the Lake District.
Oh, that's where I'm gonna retire and die one day.
Yes. Go up and do the Old Man of Coniston.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my little rocking chair at big window, telling everyone I used to be on radio, looking out across Lake Windermere.
Next year. We were reaching the first stop on the journey back to London when the train conductor announced that we would need to ensure any baggage currently in the doorways would need to be moved to let people on and give them somewhere to stand.
Fair enough.
So we decided to move one of the packed suitcases to the seating area that we were in and squeeze the other onto the rack. My partner hurriedly rammed my bag in front of our seats, only for it to start humming loudly. 5 seconds passed until he realised that he'd accidentally triggered my vibrator. We were already starting to lose our decorum, both of us now mortified, but realising that leaving it on for a 4-hour journey really wasn't a solution. I ran up to the bag and rammed my arm into the suitcase to locate a lively love aid, only to miss the off button and change it to a more exotic rhythm, emitting even louder noises. Oh my God, that's a pneumatic drill. This was not going unnoticed, and the longer the problem continued, the less we were able to contain our embarrassed laughter, further alerting our fellow passengers to the unfortunate incident unfolding before us. Finally, I had to pull the vibrator fully out of my bag in front of the onlookers, turning it off before coming back to my seat and fully crying with embarrassment. I don't know what we could have done better. What would you recommend doing in that situation? What is the best way to pack vibrating toys so they don't accidentally turn on? Yours sincerely, Anonymous. Over to you.
Anonymous, it's really easy. So you just put your best acting skills in and go, oh, bloody hell, your electric toothbrush is going off in there.
Yes, that's
I've
the point.
told you about that. I don't know why you bring that electric toothbrush away with us. Oh, have you heard that? Oh, it's one of those new electric toothbrushes that are really strong. Did I ever tell you? Airport, same thing happened with mum's bag. Right.
Does your mother want this story being shared?
Or about 14.
Right.
And we were hand luggage, right? And it was going off. And
What?
It was vibrating.
What
my mum's
was?
bag, right? So the guy come over and my mum and dad were looking at each other and I thought, oh Christ, please. Bear in mind they're going away with weekend with kids. And it would bring and security guard, the security guy come over and zipped the bag and took everything out. My mum went, oh, it's all right, Graham, it's only your nose clippers. Thank God for that. Honestly, my dad's nose clippers, he gets hairy nose. Honestly, I would have never been so relieved in all my life. She went, what am I like? I told you not to pack them. Come to think of it, actually, I never actually seen the nose. No, it was his nose clippers. Anyway, your advice.
Yeah, I think you could have made that. I mean, obviously, when you had to take it out of the bag, that's obviously going to reveal what it was. I may have removed the suitcase to the vestibule area and probably dealt with it out there. That might have been an option. If you could get through, if there was clear passage, as it were.
I can't believe you got your vibrator out in train.
Yeah. I also don't know if this is a boy, girl.
But yeah, just blame it on electric toothbrush, razor, shaver.
Yeah, there are all sorts of things that could buzz. So,
have you seen those funny videos where people go on stag do's and stuff and they plant a massive dildo in the bag?
no.
And then it goes off at security and they have to take it out. Should have done that on your stag do. Damn.
Oh, well.
Next time.
Anyway.
Next time, shut up. Do it on his. Oh, you're never getting married, so do it on his. Maybe. I don't know, maybe he's not getting married.
Ever tell you my brother borrowed a weekend bag off my mum and dad?
Do we want to know the outcome of this?
Still to this day. I asked him once what was in it, and still to this day he won't tell me. I got drunk, I went, it was years ago. I went, what was in this weekend bag? He's like, George, you don't want to know.
George? Oh, George. Sorry.
You don't want to know.
I thought George was maybe your...
Basically, my brother borrowed my mum and dad's weekend bag, and
Was it the nose clippers?
I bloody hope so.
Anyway, what's coming up on the weekend release, Jordan?
On the weekend release, William, and all our Gene Divas listening, we've been sent a few Ring doorbell disasters and an awkward Wendy, can I borrow your potato peeler response call? So that's all coming up. We've got a few more of those to play out on the bonus, haven't we?
We have, and we'll hear from Vicar Tom.
Remember, you can listen every Tuesday and Friday, watch us on YouTube every weekend, and get us all week on your socials. We're at Sexted My Boss, and we'll be back on Friday.
Goodbye.